Hey everybody, Scott here. Forgive me. I am rushing around here trying to get some stuff ready. I seem to be getting a cough. I'm not happy about that. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it means nothing. I escaped a little bit for a minute because my son and his wife and their little one are having kind of a delayed... Oh, I just realized I probably am screwing up their music. Hold on. I have to go check in a minute. My phone is tethered to the speakers outside. And I just walked like a whole bunch of rooms away. I don't think it's going to work very well. Anyway... they're having like a get-together. There's like charcuterie boards everywhere. It's like a charcuterie apocalypse. I shouldn't say cooter. Anyway, there's it's just a lot of like, weird little meat things and like cheese, stuff to dip in. Kim found some shiitake freeze-dried crunchy mushroom things. They're kind of to die for, but they smell like a hockey arena, for lack of a better way of explaining how bad these stink. They freaking reek. Anyway, I thought I'd escape for a minute and get in here and let them all, I'm not really a party guy. Like the kiddos are here, so I get to hang out with them and I get to see my kids and, that's all good. There's a bunch of people I don't know. And I'm not really in that part of my life where I really need to know.
Scott?
Yeah.
Music's cutting out and you got some stupid rap out there. What are we doing?
Stupid rap?
Yes. I don't know what you're playing, but also it's...
Okay, hold on. I told them this might happen. I'll be back. All right. We're back. Sorry. Yeah, as you could tell, Kim came in to tell me my phone was too far, and it was also playing some, I think it's the new Eminem track, and there's a bunch of, like, sensitive old ladies out there, so can't have that. Abracadabra, that thing. I'm gonna reach in my bag, bro. Anyway, I can't help but like Eminem music. I just can't help it. I don't know if I'm supposed to. According to all my Gen Z family and friends, they all think he sucks. I don't know why. Is it because he's in his 50s? Is that the deal? I got bad news for young people. You will either die young or live to be that old. So, I don't know. Quit being so ornery about it. Anyway, there's the AC stopped. That's nice. No more background hum going on here. And if I'm a little echoey, I apologize. I'm in a room with high ceilings, okay? You're just going to have to live with that. Sorry, I just ate a big wad of gabagool, that Italian meat that Tony Soprano was always eating. Kim's got a whole plate of that out there. It's making me burpy. Anyway... So that's what's going on, and I thought I would escape for just a second and talk to you people, a little bit about the following. Somebody asked earlier today, hey, Scott, you should talk on your diary about people you admire, people that you want to emulate and or are inspirations for anything you do or any of that stuff. And there's lots of obvious answers to that. I feel like I could talk about Mort Drucker, my favorite artist illustrator of all time. I could talk about Jack Davis in similar tones. I could talk about various comic book artists and, on the podcast side of things, I guess I don't have too much, although, I don't know. I was raised on Dr. Demento. It's not really what I do, though. But, instead, it's going to be a little different. And this is probably bleeding obvious to everybody who likes his work already. So what I'm going to tell you is a thing that's already a common, people already feel strongly about the quality of this person's work. But I love everything Mike Judge ever does. And it's not for the obvious reasons. He's very successful at it. That's one reason for people to admire him. I understand that. But I admire him for more than that. Hello? Who is that? Oh, you can say something.
Sorry, I'm just picking something up out of the bath.
You're getting all quiet.
I was trying to be quiet for you.
Yeah, but then it creeped me out because the light went on. Like some kind of phantom. I got in a fight, or not a fight. I got in an argument earlier about whether ghosts were real.
Oh no.
Yeah. What do you think?
That's fun.
What do you think I think?
I think you don't believe in ghosts.
Of course I don't.
Bye.
Okay. So anyway, we're alone again, you guys. Mike Judge, creator of, for those who don't know, creator of Beavis and Butthead, creator of King of the Hill, creator of The Good Family, creator of Silicon Valley, various films I like, Office Space. What's the adhesive one or whatever, the glue factory one? What was that one called? Oh, the dogs being stupid. Can't remember the name of that thing. Anyway, and then most recently, is there a recent film and I just can't think of it? Oh, Idiocracy is another prime example. Anyway, you might say, oh yeah, well, we all like him. He's done cool stuff. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is, let's go back to this dude in his late teens, early 20s, all right, when he is just deciding he wants to do something creative. And if you saw his work, like if you've seen Frog Baseball from Liquid Television days, that thing ran on a bunch of animation circuits I used to go to, these little tours that would show up at local theaters. Growing up, I really miss those. Now they just go to streaming, and that's fine too, YouTube, whatever. But back in the day, you had to, pack up, go down to this theater we had here called the Blue Mouse, or sometimes the Tower Theater. The Tower Theater is still here. I think the Blue Mouse is gone, but actually I don't know that for sure. Someone will correct me on that from some local. But anyway, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill the dogs. This party is not about them, but they'd like to make it about them. Anyway, mostly one dog. So, Frog Baseball was the original Beavis and Butthead thing. And it was like a little homemade, crappy, very crappy animated thing where these characters that nobody knew about, they would go on to be Beavis and Butthead, were out at a junkyard or a field somewhere, and they're hitting frogs with baseball bats, which is kind of terrible if you think about it. But anyway, that was the original thing. And it is objectively ugly, poorly drawn, poorly animated, poorly edited, bad sound, like just kind of garbage. But it worked. And in the same way that Beavis and Butthead went on to be its own kind of phenomenon and, refined itself a little bit, and is still great to this day. These new ones are really good. King of the Hill, same thing though. Nobody looks at King of the Hill art or character design and goes, oh man, beautiful lines, incredible animation. What amazing stylistic face choice. Nobody does that. They look at it and go, yeah, it's kind of ruddy. It looks like some kid who got suspended in school and you went to detention with some stoner kid on the weekends to make up for whatever you did wrong, and he's like scrawling stuff on his desk, and it's kind of cool and metal and stuff, but that's the stereotype. That's what his work looks like and sounds like, for that matter. And I know it's there's a lot of right time, right place going on with him, but you might hear me say all this and go, Scott, it doesn't sound like you like Mike Judge very much. No, to the contrary. This is a guy who did not have the obvious outward stuff. You didn't look at that and go, oh yeah, Frog Baseball, going to turn into a wildly successful career in not just animated television and film, but also regular movies and TV series and all this stuff. You don't think that about the guy. Instead, you just see raw desire to make a thing. Warts and all, and in this case, lots of warts. Mostly warts, right? But it's just a smash hit. Everybody's talking about it. It's all the rage. Liquid Television airs Frog Baseball. Everybody loses their mind. I don't know the steps. I'm sure there'll be some sort of documentary at some point or something. Maybe this exists somewhere in an interview, but he parlays that into a deal with MTV. And the rest is kind of history. Everything kind of grows out from that. And if you listen to him now, he's still just kind of this humble, low-talking, just dude, right? Even though his voices are iconic now, but only because by sheer force of will, he created something and made it happen. I think that's incredibly admirable. And we live in a time now where anybody has the tools to create something and put it out there into the world in a discoverable way. And because it's so easy to do now, really good stuff just gets lost in the noise. There's so much to choose from. Getting discovered is really hard. And so everybody just kind of carves out what they can. And if I have any regrets, it's that I didn't try to be like Mike Judge when Mike Judge was being Mike Judge. It's not, it's a weird thing to say because it's all retrospective. I can't go back in time, but that guy just had this like raw desire. This kid from Texas, he's like, I just want to do it. And he just did whatever it took to do it. And he made friends along the way that would become permanent friends and collaborators in all the stuff he does. They kind of just go along with him, producers and other artists and other voice actors and creators and and that sort of thing. And by all accounts, everything you ever read is he's just like a delight on set. He's super chill. He wants people to improv a cool thing if they think it's good. Like he's not weird. He's not a control freak. And again, he came with like mediocre ammo and said, I want to fire this. I want to do it. And he did it. He pushed it through. And it grabbed. Now you could say, again, right time, right place, just happened to be the right atmosphere for what he was putting out. And then, this kind of grungy early 90s aesthetic was a thing. A whole generation of Gen Xers like myself were all just like, yeah, man, stick it to the man. Beavis and Butthead, screw you, parents. You know what I mean? It lands right around the time grunge takes off. Like, it's just kind of a perfect time for all that stuff. And I admire it so much. Now, what he was able to do since is, obviously shows the dude's got great writing talent. He's very good at what he does overall, like all the time. And that almost just feels like gravy on top because just the sheer willpower to create a thing and have you see it is what I admire the most. And I just absolutely love that about that guy. And I watch Beavis and Butthead reruns. I watch King of the Hill all the time. It's a comfort show for me in so many ways. I'm very excited about their little reboot they're doing. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm going to remain optimistic about it because the Beavis and Butthead stuff nailed it, and I was sure that wasn't going to work. And it is great. The little film they made, not the movie they made in the 90s, but the newer one, the 2-hour time travel one, and then all the episodes of the regular series since, super good. Like, didn't skip a beat. And I want to be like that guy. And I want to copy it, but to me, that's like a beacon in the dark. That's what you want. You don't want perfection before you finally say, here's my perfection. You don't want to ready, aim forever. You want to ready, aim, fire. And just, if it sticks, great. If it doesn't, you keep going. You keep trying a new thing. That's inspirational. I'm sure there are people that feel this way about certain sports people, or this kind of jam comes from, I don't know, somebody really admires somebody in Wall Street, and so that's how they're going to tailor their career. I don't know. I'm not saying this is unique to just, animation and entertainment, but to go from freaking Frog Baseball, dude, to where we're at now. I mean, there are a lot of other great examples of this. Matt Groening's a good example with The Simpsons and everything else he's done. But his brilliance was already written in book form. We knew what he was capable of. We knew his sense of humor. We knew his art style. We knew Life in Hell was good. Like, we knew Groening was already, he had done it. He had hit the high marks of the places he had been, and it was just a matter of time. Mike Judge's case, I just don't know how. Like, I just don't know how he did it. It's amazing to me. So there's one. I might do these once in a while, talk about, creative inspirations. It can't all be about, sports and trying to understand the world, which I've been doing a lot of lately. If this is a cold, I'm going to be pissed. I'm supposed to go away this weekend. If I get a cold over this weekend, I'm going to be mad. And if it's something like COVID, I'm going to be extra mad. You'll hear all about it when I come back, and I don't shut up about how mad I am about getting sick in the summer. It's not fair. It's June. It's the end of June, almost July. The world should be no illness in the summer. Give us a few things here and there in the winter and the fall. I get it. We're indoors more. People are breathing on each other. Things incubate in warm conditions. Blah, 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 right? I'll take it. That feels like, that feels like the life we all signed up for. But in the summer, back off. All right? Viruses and bacteria, listen up. Listen good. Just scoot your ass that direction. Stay the F away from me and everyone I need around me. I'm going to be very selfish about this. I don't want any of you to get sick either, so I'm fighting this fight for you as well. Okay? So let's do what we can. I'm fiddling with a thing and I hit my knee. Forget about illness. Let me crack a kneecap. That'll put a damper on the weekend. Anyway, that's all I've got. I got to go eat more Soprano food outside and make appearances because people don't like it when I hide away like this. I don't like parties. I don't like. Had a big discussion about this on Core the other night. Maybe it was pre-show, but I don't. I'm the most introverted extrovert you're ever going to meet. I like my alone time. I like when things get canceled. Oh, I love that feeling. I love it. When someone says, oh, hey, I know we had this whole thing planned Friday, but we're going to have to bail. Sorry, guys, we'll let you know next time. And we're like, oh, that's too bad. Well, okay, let us know. But inside I'm going, yeah, dude. Freaking order pizza. Let's watch a movie. Let's watch Fury Road for the 50th time. And let's make Friday what I want it to be, right? That's me. I think it drives Kim crazy because she's very social. She loves throwing these little parties. She likes all this stuff. So I'm there. I'm supporting. I'm doing all of that. But any chance I get, I can just duck out a little because it's not interesting to me. I don't have FOMO. I have whatever the opposite is. It's not that I don't care about friends and people. I do. I just don't care about all of the trappings of the interaction of the... So what have you been doing? Tell me about your work now. You've just changed jobs, right? Isn't that the case? Oh, really? What's the... Like that stuff? I hate it, dude. Anyway. Thanks for listening. Send your feedback to 801-471-0462. And I'll read it on a upcoming show. Okay? All right. Go get yourself some gabagoo. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.